I've had my 2024 Tesla Model Y for 8 months now, and this is my honest review. What I love, what I don't, and whether I'd buy it again. Everyone has different opinions on this car, but this is my take based on my experience. If you're thinking about getting a Model Y, stick around because I'm going to break down everything from size, storage, performance, comfort, charging, and software to the real pros and cons of owning one. One of the best things about the Model Y is its size. It's not too big that it's difficult to park, but it's big enough to comfortably carry 4 adults plus 2 or 3 suitcases in the back. Kid-friendly? Absolutely. A car seat fits perfectly and my child can easily climb in and out without any issues. The hidden storage is a game changer. The frunk, or the front trunk, adds extra cargo space that's perfect for road trips, and the sub-trunk in the back is huge. It's great for keeping out-of-sight items, but still accessible. I came from driving larger SUVs, even ones with big engines, but this thing is an absolute rocket ship. Acceleration is instant, smooth, and effortless. There's no gears, no lag, and no loud revving. It climbs mountain roads effortlessly, even at 7,000 plus feet, with no power loss like a gas engine. Handling is nimble and sharp, and the updated 2024 suspension is much more plush and refined than the previous ones, reducing the road harshness. Is it perfect? No. My Porsche Cayenne with air suspension is noticeably smoother, and I wish Tesla offered an air suspension option on the Model Y. If you test drive a Model X, you'll really feel the difference. Wireless convenience and remote access, this is something I didn't expect to love as much as I do. Remote climate control is amazing. You can pre-cool or preheat the car before leaving, and no more stepping into a boiling hot or freezing cold car. It only takes 7 minutes to go from 32-degree cabin temperature up to a warm 72 Fahrenheit. The Tesla app gives full control remotely, lock, unlock, monitor cameras, and check charging. The Sentry Mode security cameras run 24/7, even when I'm traveling, giving me a peace of mind. It also makes you paranoid. The minimalist interior, the good and the bad. The touchscreen controls everything, and voice commands work incredibly well. You can adjust temperature, navigation, music, and even the heated seats without taking your eyes off the road. The voice control actually works on this car. The steering wheel scroll wheels make adjustments safer than traditional controls, and I don't have to awkwardly reach like I do in the Cayenne. What I don't like, the speedometer is too far from your direct line of sight. You get used to it, but I wish Tesla would just add a small screen behind the wheel or heads-up display. They do make aftermarket ones, but I don't want to pull apart my dash quite yet. Center console and tech setup. There's massive storage space in the center console, and you could fit so much more than a typical car. I don't use the built-in wireless charging pads down below. I prefer a magnetic charger near the screen to keep my peripheral vision towards the road. Tesla's built-in navigation is good, but not perfect. I still run Waze or Google Maps for better traffic data. I'd say it's 80% as good as Google, and extremely helpful for locating charging stations. The full glass sunroof is stunning and makes the interior feel open, but in the summer, it's like an oven. You can feel the heat coming through, and even with Tesla's factory tint, I still had to install this clip-in sunshade, which helps, but still not as cool as a regular insulated roof. Tesla claims a 300 plus mile range, but real-world driving, especially up in the mountains, gives me around 260 miles, which is still plenty. Charging is fast. I can do 10 or 15 minute bump charge at a supercharger on a long road trip and keep going. Daily driving, I charge at home 99% of the time to 60 to 70% to make the battery last longer, and I never worry about the range. Full self-driving, is it worth it? I tried full self-driving, supervised, when I first got the car, and honestly, it felt like a nervous teenager learning to drive, stopping when it didn't need to and being unsure of itself. After hearing about the free version 12 and 13 updates, I tried it again at $100 a month, and it was a night and day difference. Much smoother, more confident. I can see it being extremely close to being unsupervised very soon. But for now, I keep my eyes on the road and my hands near the wheel in case it ever wants to make a bad choice. It no longer makes you hold the steering wheel constantly, and there are profiles inside to choose chill, standard, or if you're in a hurry. This affects the speed and the amount of lane changes. You can wear sunglasses and it will still monitor your vision to make sure that you are paying attention. But if you wear a hat and it covers your eyes or creates a shadow, it does bother you and asks you to put your hands on the steering wheel. The auto park is solid, but Smart Summon bringing the car to you is still more of a cool trick than a daily use feature, because who wants to get stuck behind a car stopped in front of a store as you fill the trunk with groceries or kids in the car? The small things make a big difference. No more gas stations. Charging at home is so much more convenient than planning gas stops. Camp mode is awesome. I can sit in the car for hours, run the air conditioning, watch Netflix, and relax while waiting for someone. No idling, no fumes, and no burning gas. And lots of entertainment options. Plenty of times I've sat in this car for an hour in extreme heat, and that cost between 20 cents if you live in Texas or 80 cents at California prices. With a gas car, that would easily cost $5 an hour in California. Minimal maintenance. No costly oil changes, spark plugs, or transmission issues. Long-term maintenance really adds up over time. And major time savings sitting at a service center or doing it yourself. My previous car, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, was great, but at 120,000 miles, it got expensive fast, and I was eating my time trying to keep it up. A few more annoyances. The wheels stick out past the tires, making it way too easy to curb rash your rims. I scratched mine within the first 2 days, and I've never scratched a wheel on a car until now. Tesla's built-in traffic data isn't as strong as Waze or Google Maps, and Apple CarPlay would be nice, but not a huge deal. Final verdict, would I buy it again? Absolutely. The Tesla Model Y has completely changed how I think about driving. The performance, storage, wireless convenience, and low maintenance are game changers. A few small drawbacks like the suspension, glass roof heat, and speedometer placement don't outweigh the overall experience. I can make a lot longer list for the Porsche Cayenne than the Tesla. If you're on the fence, test drive one. It's the best way to see if it fits your lifestyle. I'll put a link in the description below for all my favorite Model Y accessories in the description: floor mats, wireless chargers, sunshades, brake pedal covers, and more. Drop a comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe for more Tesla content.